Doc?
There's a building permit. I'm not saying they're within.
Hang on.
Yeah, I don't want that one.
Hang on, Doc. Michelle, can you go over, please, and get copies for the rest of the city council of that so that they have a copy?
Let's just pass that around. He doesn't want that to be his official one.
Right. Oh, okay.
He just wants to give us an idea of what he's trying to do.
Okay.
How high up will that north wall be?
I think it's going to be as high as the garage is.
Okay.
So the point comes to the wall.
Do you think his roof will be able to go on to yours and pass on, or is it gonna dump, his gonna dump in between them?
He's going to dump into his eavespout.
So there'll be
I tell you, one of the biggest problems he has, he took on the hardware stores one or two.
I know.
And instead of leaving that eavespout there,
Right.
well, that's 120 feet of water coming off.
Yeah.
And that's why his eavespout won't take it.
So you're gonna have a little bit of a gap between the two buildings.
I got 8 inches, but it's going to pretty well be 8 inches of cement.
Okay.
That wall will be about 8 inches of cement, so.
So if I recall, the back end of your building is not flush with his. His indents about, like you say, 8 inches for his eavespout.
Probably 6 to 8 inches or.
And you're gonna place a brick wall on the north side of your property.
Solid cement wall, yeah.
Solid cement wall. Looks like a formula for disaster to me. And then there's no place for the water to go. It don't flow anywhere. It's gonna come off your building to the north.
No,
It's gonna all lead to the south.
yeah, the wall will be straight up there.
Is there some more redesigns you gotta do, Doc, or is this?
Well, the 17 feet to the west may not go on. You see where that is, Darryl?
Over here.
Yeah, it may go straight from the garage up, so instead of 58 feet, it might be 41 feet.
So it's short end of the 17 foot.
Yeah,
Put it this. I don't know how feasible this is to join the walls and just keep that water going, but
Well, you can't, right? Your
His
wall's gonna be higher.
wall's gonna stop and then it'll go again. Correct. You're gonna be up higher than his wall already.
right. Be right alongside his east spot.
So he'll have no choice. Or else he'll probably leak into his building,
correct.
since his walls are
Shorter.
shorter and concrete's broke down.
You're gonna have 8 inches of water. Gotta go somewhere. You're saying now, like, it's a heavy rain that goes over his eavespout, it's gonna hit your wall. Or,
Or even if you have the things in the right place, and there's no use spot works in the spring. Ice,
Snow loads.
snow, ice, I mean,
So let's go back to the planning and zoning.
Yeah, let's have Chris look at that. I think that's a good idea, Ray. Very good idea.
I mean, there's the planning and zoning.
well, it'll be the next step up,
That'd be a variance. So whatever, next step up from,
planning and zoning.
What does that consist of?
Oh, there's a
Oh,
committee
there's
of
committees.
4 or 5, I can't.
4 people, I believe.
Gary Faber, I know, is on there, and they'll have to look at it. And what they're gonna end up doing, I can tell you what they're gonna end up doing, Doc. They're gonna submit it right to Chris Grody. And Chris will go up and he'll take a look at it, and he'll measure things out. And Chris is very good, isn't he, Jody?
Chris did already look at it.
Okay.
The ground, I didn't say he measured anything, but
He'll look at things, and he'll make a determination, and
Well, after Chris, it goes to these people. And that's
Yeah.
where you're gonna end up with.
I don't think it should be decision
It's
for
above
Chris. I
Chris.
think it should
Yeah,
be
it's
a
above Chris.
decision.
It's the planning and zoning, I can't remember the name of them, Mark.
I mean, because he's just gonna go by the guidelines anyway.
Right.
yeah, but he's gonna look at water runoff, he'll look at all that kind of stuff first.
No, that's not his concern.
That's not his concern, though. It's finding.
Measurements are his concern, if he's on their lot or not.
Yeah, correct. But he'll report back to the zoning committee on what's gonna happen.
10-inch snow and it all comes down in between the buildings, that's gonna be a mess. You better put up a real line where it won't.
Well, I think the mess came last year when Darren shoveled his roof over onto that. And collapsed the building, you know?
Yeah, he blew snow off of his roof onto the trailer that I had sitting there and caved that in. Well, then we had tore that out and now we
Doc,
went.
I'm not gonna argue with you. That probably happened, you know what? That trailer was ready to fall down anyway.
I'm not gonna argue with that, I'm just saying, it never fell down before.
It was in bad shape, I looked at it.
And it probably shouldn't have been allowed there anyway. It's one of the, that's past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of the reason we're not getting any cooperation
Yeah, exactly.
between these two right now. Yeah, let's just bring it out right now.
So, do we need I think we need a motion to move it to the planning and zoning, or no, go to Chris first and then.
get a formal submit.
We can't do anything with the building permit now because it wasn't on the agenda.
Correct.
Nothing we can do about it anyway until he submits a building permit. I mean, that's,
How soon you want to get this project started?
Well, not till next spring, but
Okay, well, let's get on it now.
Yeah, let's get on it now. So if you can get a formal, feasible, what your project's gonna be, so that Chris can look at it, then it's gonna be forwarded on to the planning and zoning commission, so that they can approve to what's going on. Am I correct there, Fran? Am I wrong in that?
no, that's fine.
And that way, they can make a determination where the water flow is gonna be, they can make a determination what should be done, and done correctly, and then we can step forward, correct, Ray? Everybody else incorrect, Darrell, Rob, John? If you can get us a real formal draft,
Well, we need to talk to Darren too. No, we can't.
can you do that,
There's
Darrell?
any way we can stop. You know, if you wanna build, you're gonna build. I mean, there's no reason
Kinda
not to.
thought that.
There's no reason to stop you from building. But we need to keep your neighbors in mind too.
Darrell, you and John wanna,
Because heavy snow loads, it isn't gonna go anywhere but sit there.
I mean, and it'll have nowhere to go. I mean, I don't care if you got a 20-foot east spout, it's not gonna go anywhere, it's just gonna sit there and drop down in between the buildings and maybe there's something he can do inside of his building to waterproof it or something before this all comes about, but. I don't wanna be bowling through water.
We don't want to back it.
I know.
Yes, the issue is there's gonna be a problem.
I don't wanna
Either you're
put-
gonna take on some water
I don't
because
want extra burden put on him.
the snow's gonna sit there and it can't go
and I
anywhere.
don't want-
Or even worse, you're gonna get a
Right.
big chunk of snow and ice down in there, it's gonna freeze, thaw, and
And
We're gonna see some walls.
push walls. I mean,
Is it extra burden to put on 30 feet of each spout on your building?
no, I know that's not really gonna solve all the problems later on.
That doesn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with the Z-spots. When you build your building up there, when his building,
It's gonna dump in between those two buildings.
No, not,
Yeah.
8 inches is on the edge of his east-spout. Only way there's anything gonna go over his east-spout in that, because the 8-inch cement wall is gonna go up against his cement wall, but your solid cement is gonna be there.
you're not going above the eave spout then.
I'm going above the east-spout with it comes up to the east spout,
Then you're gonna jog out.
jog out, and
So you're going with this 8-inch wall up to the spout and then come out and go
then it'll
back.
be a 4-inch.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Well, that's fine, as long
Oh,
as
you're-
somebody is looking at it. and-
You're saying you're going right against his wall, or is there gonna be a void in there?
No, it'll be right against his wall,
Well,
just like
that's a
it
lot,
now.
that's a lot better deal.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be.
I thought there was gonna be a 8-inch void in there or
That's
something.
that's my biggest issue, yeah.
Right,
Oh, where the snow was gonna dump in between, is where you thought, oh.
right, or something, or
Okay.
anything, I mean, okay.
It's a double wall now, it's
Right.
a Doc's place wall and a bowling alley
Yeah.
wall that go together, and that's the way it will be
Okay,
there.
okay. Well,
If you can get something turned in to
well,
Michelle, so they can go to Chris, so they can go up to the planning and zoning committee, correct? That's how we wanna handle it.
I'll talk to,
I don't know what
Darren
planning
Box.
and zoning's gonna say, because they're gonna say, well,
Yeah.
it's zoned for a commercial property, so you can build a building there. You know, that's all they're gonna say.
Yeah. Well,
there's a grievance committee, though. Which,
That's
I
what I
don't know
thought.
if that
I thought
is
there was a
part of
grievance
it.
committee.
Yeah, there's a grievance committee for the planning and zoning. But, I think we can avoid that. Hopefully.
Maybe you could split the gutter. Check with, because you check with your insurance company, you're purposely gonna build those, you're building a ledge to hold the water without a gutter. It leaks in there, it freezes in the middle of winter, breaks both walls. The insurance company could say, you knew it was that way, we're not gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's what I'm thinking.
For $250.
There's no place for the water to go, for ice. I'm not worried about ice.
Well, that's why I'm afraid about snow load.
No.
Well, and then it melting and freezing and,
Just a pile of it.
well,
Okay, we've got that done? We move forward?
I'll talk to Darren about it.
John, you wanna help Daryl on that?
Yeah.
Talk to Darren, see what you can get, you guys can get done, accomplished.
No.